Hey guys, it's Morgan coming to you with another video about the R&Duro Easy Clutch, which is a clutch assist product. If you haven't checked them out, check out my other videos on that. Also, you can go online at R&Duro.com. There'll be a link here and in the description. But this is a long haul video talking about reviewing this thing. I've now had it on since June this year. It is now October, end of October. I got it. Put it on right after the Silver King's R&Duro, after I met Rand, the guy who invented this thing. Put it on, and I have been very, very happy with it. I haven't talked about it much recently because I kind of forgot about it because it's just that good, and I think that's the mark of a really good product, when you just forget that it's there and it's just doing its job until you get onto someone else's bike. That's usually when I notice things about my bike that are really, really good, is when I get on someone else's bike. Or in this case, recently I've been on my XR650 getting ready for the Baja 1000, and I've noticed how much different the clutch is. And I ride my kids' bikes, I ride other KTMs, other Huskies, things like that. I notice how much stiffer their clutch is. Let's go over what this thing is. It's a clutch assist. Take a look here. So it is kind of a big, bulky thing. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a big thing to have on your bars. But if you watch my videos, you see I crash a lot. I haven't had any problems with it. I did cut this off, but that was because I wanted a short lever so I could just do 2 or 1 fingers and not have this hit my other fingers. I didn't break it, I didn't bend it, I just cut it off myself. The cool thing about this thing is it doesn't change the engagement point. It doesn't change the leverage point or any of that stuff like some of the other products that do the same thing. The Midwest Mountain Engineering lever, some guys really like it. I'm not a big fan, but it's just a personal preference. I just don't like the way it feels, right? I don't like the lever's kind of fat, and I don't like it changes the engagement because it has to change the leverage the way they do it for it to work. This doesn't do this. This is an assist, and I'm going to show you guys, so stick with me for the video. I'm going to show you what's inside here because I'm going to also show you what you have to do to maintain this. It does require maintenance. Now I know someone's going to be like, I don't have to maintain my clutch lever. I get it. I know. Fair enough. It's definitely more complicated than a normal clutch. I am the guy who usually preaches about simplicity, and this is not that, but it's good enough that I'm willing to deal with the complexity to have the benefit. So it's just an assist. The lever, the shape, everything is exactly the same as KTM, so it's really, really, really nice. One thing I have noticed, guys, that originally I had it kind of turned way up so that it assisted even more, but I noticed that it makes it feel funny. When you turn this thing right here, I'll show you this screw. If you screw that in righty-tighty, it tensions the spring that's in here. Again, I'll show you what's in there, and assists more with the pull. What I've noticed is when you do that, you get a weird feel over here. It's like has this funky breakover point that it's just not, it doesn't feel good. When I first put this on, I was like, oh, just assist it as much as possible so that light as possible, less fatigue, all this stuff. Yeah, it doesn't really work that well. It actually kind of sucks when you do that. So I ended up backing it out. I've ended up coming quite a ways out from where I used to have it. Now I feel like there is definitely still a tiny feel of breakover in it, but you forget all about it almost immediately once you're riding it. And especially once you get used to it, it just goes away. It's still so much lighter than stock. I love it, guys. Big fan, huge thumbs up. It's been through lots and lots now, lots of washings, lots of crashing, lots of mud, lots of dirt. It's been bulletproof. 100% stand behind the product, guys. If you want a lighter clutch feel, this is a way to go. It's not inexpensive, but it is a very good way to go. It works with either the 9 or 10 master cylinders. This is a 10, I believe, which, you know, I'd love to get a 9 and try it. I think the 9 would make it even better, but I don't have a 9, and I'm not gonna go buy a 9 master cylinder because this works so good the way it is. Maybe someday I'll do it. I don't know. Probably not, because this thing solves the problem. If you got hand problems, wrist problems, you're old like me, you just want to make it easier for yourself, definitely recommend it. Guys, there is a link in the description to buy one. It does help me out. I get a little bit of a kickback. There's no discount. The margins on these things are very, very tight. Rand is very, very good to me to even give me any kind of cut out of it, and I very much appreciate that. That all being said, they do require some maintenance, so let me show you how you do that. First of all, I have this whole setup. It's a little bit harder to like tighten this down than normal. It doesn't do the same thing because it's got a lock nut here to hold. Anyway, it's just the way this whole thing works. So you can't just have this be a direct bolt on. But I finally got mine set. I like it a lot, but it does twist like that. There we go. Which honestly makes it easy, and in a crash keeps things from breaking. So I like that a lot. Now let's go grab some Allens, or I should say an Allen. Guys, when you're undoing this, you have to be a little careful. Nothing's gonna fly out of there, but you can get things kind of out of whack. So just go easy as you come apart. And there's no like airtight seal on this, and that's why you have to do some maintenance every now and then. I know you guys give me a really hard time about not washing my bike enough, but I actually wash it more than some folks. When you do that, you'll end up getting water in this thing, and that's where you need to do some maintenance. I'll get you guys over here and show you how the mechanism works. So here is how it works. There's this pin right here, goes all the way through, and it's attached to the lever with this bolt right here. That bolt actually captures that pin. And so, and then there's this spring, right? And that's the tension you put right here. You can tighten that up and pulls more tension on the spring. You know, go in, less tension. Anyway, when you pull, you can see here, you squeeze, hear that squeaky? We're gonna get rid of that here in a bit. But when you pull, there's the breakover, and then it compresses. You can see how that spring helps you pull it, right? So the tighter you get this, the more it pulls. Again, that is a thing, right? Because there's that breakover point. So right now it's set up exactly like I like it. There's just enough assist to make a difference, but not so much that it feels weird. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this out with some brake clean. And the brake clean really is to help get the water out. Get some air. Now I like this Z-Max lube. It's a aerosol that goes on and kind of thickens up. So it's nice, it gets in place, it penetrates into places, and then it sets up. So just want to spray all that down, any kind of moving parts. So there's still some squeaky. That's on the outside. I'll show you what we're going to do there. But that feels good. And then we're going to take our cap. I'm going to spray that out with brake clean. You can see there's a bearing there. Now take a lube, hit that bearing. That needs to go on the bearing. This is when you got to kind of be careful, because these bolt holes, it's important that everything lines up on these and it's a little under tension, so you got to kind of help things find their home. Once you get one end's easy, the next one you kind of got to push up and get it to start. There we go, because you don't want to strip them out. This is aluminum and these are steel, so you got to be careful. And like everything that has multiple bolt holes, guys, you want to get them started, all of them started before you tighten any of them down. Now we're done with that part. Everything moves well. I'll rotate her back down. Now for the last part, take our same lube. We're just gonna spray in there, spray there, spray up under, squeak one away. Feels buttery smooth. And this is important, guys. You got to do this. I've actually not done this at one point, and it almost like kind of sticked down a little bit, and that was no good. So got to make sure you stay on top of that. It doesn't take very long. You just saw the whole thing, just a few minutes. I do it every time I do oil changes. So there we go. R&Duro clutch, guys. I know it's a short video. Big thumbs up from Highland Cycles. It's really good. Again, if you're young and strong and your left hand feel, don't bother. Like You don't need to spend the money. But if you're like me, you've been doing this a long time, you work hard with your hands, or you just want to make the clutch pull easier, I cannot recommend it enough. Like I said, there's a link in the description. Check it out. Maybe go to his website, R&Duro.com, and check out all the testimonials. I think he's got a whole bunch of 5-star reviews, guys. It's pretty impressive. So thanks a lot. We'll see you on the next one.